This is cs952 Introduction to Web Technologies and Design. Now that I've created my pages, I'm going to go back to my template and go to my navigation bar and actually build the links to my pages. We had to start somewhere, so we built our template first. Then from the template we created the pages for our website. Now we're going to go back to our template because our navigation bar, that's in our template. And remember, anything that's the same on page after page after page, usually we're going to make changes to that in the template because the template has the components that are the same on every page, and certainly that includes our navigation. So let's open up our template file. If we go under our File panel and we click the plus sign next to the folder for templates, we'll see our template right here. We could also choose to open the template from our File menu. One thing nice about opening files from the Files panel is you may have a lot of websites that have the files that have the same name. For instance, every website has a file called index because index is the home page. And so sometimes if you go under File, there's a Open Recents command that lets you open up files you've used recently. It may not be clear to you of the 5 or 10 index files that are there, which one is the index file for the site that you're using. So if you double click to open files from inside of the File panel, you're always sure to get the file that's related to your website. So let's double click on Template. And my template opens. If you're not already in Code View, then switch to Code View. And scroll down. The first thing we want to change is in our navigation bar, there is a word brand. And if you don't see it, you can hit Control F on the keyboard and type in brand, B-R-A-N-D. And I'm looking for brand, not in code, but all by itself. I'm going to hit Find Next. Find Next. There's the brand that I'm looking for. Or if you see it, you can just go straight to it. But it's right here. It's this brand. And this is the brand that we see in the upper left-hand corner of our navigation bar. If we switch over to Design View real quick, let me show you where this is. I'm sorry, I want to go to Live View. Switch over here to Live View. Brand is this word brand right here. And this is a special spot that is left for us to kind of insert our brand. And in this case, it's going to be the name of our website. So I'm going to switch back to Code View. We could also change this in Design View. If we double click on brand tier, notice that we're in Design View and we're in Split View because we can see code and we can see the visual layout of the page. Either one works fine. I'm going to double click in the Code View so that it's I can see that the word is highlighted, and I'm going to type in the pencil. Now this is going to be the brand of your website, kind of a short version of the name of your website. You don't want it to be too long because it's going to be taking up some precious space at the top of your page. But it's nice to kind of always have a spot there that says this is what your website's all about. Now I'm going to hit refresh. We can see it says the pencil there. This isn't laid out 100% because we're in Design View, which is a little compromised. If I switch over here to Live View, there you go. See, that's what that's going to look like. Okay. Now let's switch back to Design View, and we'll go to Split Mode. Split Mode was kind of handy. With the word, whatever your website name is, if you've got that highlighted, right? It said brand just a second ago. If we look down in the Property Inspector, we can see that this is inside of an anchor tag. And we know that because there's that little A there, that little anchor tag. I'm going to click on that. And an anchor tag, that's how we build links on web pages. It's kind of like an anchor from one spot that takes you to another spot. And here in my Property Inspector, since I've got an anchor selected, there's a line that says link. And this is, what are we going to link this to? We're going to link it to our home page. Do you remember what the name of our home page is? Our home page has a very specific name. It's called Index. So I'm going to click on my Browse for File icon. The File dialog box open. It says Select File. And I am going to click on Index. Okay? Then I will click OK. And then I'm going to click on Save All. And this is one of my favorite parts about Dreamweaver. I click on Save All. And when I do this, I get this really fantastic dialog box from Dreamweaver that says, do you want to update all these files based on this template? And this is why we use a template. Because I can click, right now it's going to update 4 pages for us. It's going to update these 4 pages, but we could have 40 or 400 pages, and it would do it all lickety-split. So yeah, we want to update these pages based on this template. So I'm going to click on Update, and Dreamweaver goes through and updates all of our files for us. And what we're going to do now, let's see how all this works. Before we move on, I'm going to click Preview in Google Chrome. Okay, so this is our template